Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces has been eliminated from the WNBA playoffs tonight by the New York Liberty. The Freedom Fighters season has came to an end. Alyssa Thomas and Connecticut Sun and this Orange is the New Black squad has managed to advance to Game 5 of the WNBA semifinals. Now, Alyssa Smith is being shipped off to China to play. What are your WNBA finals predictions? Who do you think that we are going to watch? I'm going to tell you my predictions and much more right after the intro. It's over. It's over. It's over. Oh, what's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as. Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish. And welcome to another episode. Oh, my goodness. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. Even if you are tuning in live or catching the playback. And if you're new here, live or catching the playback, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and tell your friends to watch too. Don't just watch the channel in silence and act like you don't know about the W360. Go ahead and subscribe. You know about the channel, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you. What's up, everybody? What's up, AJ? Kama has arrived. Dansky Art, Kelly Mart, Rhonda Stewart. What's going on? And what's up, Sade? What's up, everybody? What is going on? How are you guys this evening? Let's talk about it, baby. What a day it has been in the WNBA. My goodness, before we get into it, make sure if you have not, shop the W360.com, okay? Shop the W360.com. Get your white Sheeza shirt. Get your Shut Your Pie Hole shirt. I'm wearing it right now. To everyone that has purchased, I'm sure many of you have received your tracking notifications email. If you have not, I'm working through the orders. I appreciate everyone being so patient. It has been a high volume that has come through. So working through them at night. But guys, thank you so much for supporting the show. Thank you. And if you have not, if you can, shop the W360.com, adding more merch, adding more sizes, and the site is going to grow. The site is going to grow. So thank you so much to everyone that has supported, okay? Oh, my goodness. What's up, Cara? Nellie Fairchild, thank you so much. What a day it has been in the WNBA. Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces, a.k.a. the Freedom Fighters, has lost against the white privileged New York Liberty in the 76-62 victory for the New York Liberty. And my goodness, guys, I don't know if it was just me, but it felt like there was just a fan-wide celebration for for the Aces going down today. And I'll tell you what, no one's going to root for a team that, one, plays the victim all the time, two, is arrogant, and three, is clearly being cheated for. Did you guys tune into this game? This was the most one-sided game that I've ever watched so far this season. The Fever games came close, but this New York game was so one-sided the way it was called. And if you're not following me on Twitter, I tweeted, I said, congratulations to A'ja Wilson. She ended the last game of her season with 0 fouls. I've never heard of it. Have you? A'ja Wilson had 0 fouls the entire game. Now, before y'all start coming at me saying I'm anti-black, why were you saying this as a black woman? Why is this? Why is that? Because A'ja Wilson has been one of the main ones this season screaming that teams have a special whistle. It's so hard as a black woman. I know, A'ja, it's so hard to play a game in the WNBA as a black woman and not get called for fouls. Has to be tough. Tougher than a well-done steak. Tough. I mean, this was crazy to watch. And if you didn't watch the game, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of calls that A'ja was getting. Again, I know y'all are going to say CJ is anti-black. She's this, she's that. I'm just calling the game how I saw it. This channel is fair. Okay. Here's an example of what I had to watch today. Look at this. This is the calls A'ja was getting this game, the whole game, the entire game. Look at that white privilege. Uh-oh. Look at the white privilege. Look at the white privilege at play. Right there. My goodness. I have to see this one more time. Look at this. Look how hard it is to be a black woman in the WNBA. It's tough. Can't you see? It's tough. Being a black woman, having to play in an entire game and not get called for fouls. My goodness, this was almost unwatchable. My thing is, I get it. Your stars of the league, they get their whistles. But give them to the superstar of the league. Don't just give it to one star that you pick. White Jesus didn't get this call all season. You guys bulldozed Caitlin Clark White Jesus over. You knocked her head off. But these are the calls that A'ja Wilson gets, and you have the nerve to holler how hard it is to be a black woman in this league. If anything, the players should want your privilege. A'ja, you're the one with the privilege. In another speech, she said she hates being A'ja Wilson some days. I know, it gotta suck, don't it, A'ja? It has to suck having to play through this. Look what you have to play through, Asia. Look at this. Look how tough it is for you. Now, I'm not dogpiling on Asia. Respectfully, all jokes aside, Asia had a terrific season. She did. She had a terrific season. Don't think MVP was unanimous, but all jokes aside, Asia Wilson had a terrific season. I just think everyone knows that but her. Everyone knows it but you, Asia. It's so tough. Tougher than rocket science. Being a black woman in WNBA, you see it. You see it. Fun fact. Asia Wilson is the first unanimous MVP in the NBA or WNBA history to not reach the finals. Don't y'all come at me saying I'm coming at Asia Wilson. These are facts. These are the stats. They're the stats. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I think that everything is being smacked right back in this league's face. Everything. You guys were unfair. You guys set Asia Wilson up this season. You guys decided on unanimous back in May. And everything all season, you guys told us this was the best player on the planet. That's what you said on ESPN. This is the best player on the planet. Why couldn't she win with 5 Olympians? You told me that Chelsea Gray was an Olympian. That's what y'all told me. Y'all said Chelsea Gray was an Olympian. But there's another record added to the accolades. Seriously. I think my camera went out. Did it go out? Can you guys still see me? It's out on my end, but I'm waiting on it to come out. Okay, it's back in. It's back in. Can you guys still see me? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can still see me. My feed went out on my end. But I don't know if it's still showing on your end. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I want to share a couple of clips from the post game that Becky Hammon had to say, what Asia Wilson had to say, and what Stewie. Okay, you guys can see me. Thank you guys so much. It went out, the feed went out on my end. This is a live show. So if it mess up for all of us. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what where do I want to start for the post game? Let's take a look at what Becky Hammon had to say in the post game presser.
Sat there and said, gone through what we've never done exit meetings. We've done exit partying. So we're gonna have to get together, figure it out. But I mean, obviously we have to get better. We have to really take a sharp look at ourselves, look ourselves in the mirror, see our shortcomings, and then, you got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can. It's not going to be the same group probably next year. It just won't. And I'm sad about that because I really like that group. They're a pain in my ass, but I was a pain in their ass too. And I like that group. I love that group.
One thing that stuck out to me is Becky Hammon said this will not be the same team next year. We're going to make some changes. Becky, I can just point you in the right direction of as far as where you can start. Right here. I've said it before this season, and I'll say it again. These two are dead weight. Dead weight. Shed them off this team. They're useless. They're dead skin. You know when you get a pedicure and they take that tool and they scrape the skin off the bottom of your feet? Them. Dead skin. Dead foot skin. And this is where the Aces went wrong this season. Kirsten Bell has been useless. She was useless last season, but you guys kept her around because it's good vibes. You guys got so arrogant and you thought that you were going to keep your team the same and no one else around this league was going to get better. Well, they did. You keep terrible players on this team like Kirsten Bell and Sydney Colson, who's probably the worst player in this league. I tweeted it. I told you, Becky. I said, you guys are going to lose because you think Sydney Colson should get minutes. Sydney Colson is not a WNBA player. She's a goof. Sydney Colson should do a podcast like me. Make people laugh. That's what you do, Sydney. That's what you're best at. Sydney Colson stinks. She's a stinky, dirty diaper. She was the backup on this team. And instead of the front office and Becky making a trade and getting these two off this team, you decided to stick with laughs and vibes. And I told you earlier this season, Becky, if you guys like Sydney Colson so much and the fans like her so much, make her the mascot. Since she's so funny, but putting her in the game, when the games are on the line, you're destined for failure. She stinks. Both of them together stink. Sydney Colson and Kirsten Bell have no business being on a back-to-back championship team. Send them to Atlanta. Thank you, James. These two is the starting point of changes for this Aces squad. Sydney Colson is a joke. I keep telling people Sydney Colson plays like Martin in that episode. And if you guys watch Martin, you remember the episode where Don Staley and the USA team, Lisa Leslie, and they went on and Martin was just all over the place, but sorry. That's how Sydney Colson plays. She stinks. And I can't believe for the life of me, everyone loves Sydney. She stinks. And then Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes was terrible. This front office kept way too many stinky players around. They stunk. Stinky, dirty diapers. And they cost you your season. This loss doesn't fall on Asia. And you can even say, oh, Asia needed help. Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, they don't have any backup. And for some reason, Becky won't play Kate Martin. Why didn't you play Kate White Money Martin? Becky, what did you draft her for? To get under Iowa's fan base skin. That's all it was for. You drafted White Money Kate Martin to be petty. And look how it blew up in your face. You wanted to bring Kate Martin to a South Carolina-based Las Vegas team to get under Iowa fans' skin. And look, you look like the clown. Seriously. Start right here. Start right here. Clean up this squad. Clean them up. And poor Kate, White Money don't even realize she's just being used in this sick game that Becky Hammon is playing. I see right through you, Becky. And Becky, you're not going to win anything until you do right by De'Erica. You're not going to win anything. All De'Erica wanted to do was reproduce. That's it. That's it. She just wanted to have kids. And you kicked her out of town. Till you do right by De'Erica. Till you do right. Nothing good will come to you, Becky. Nothing. Start here. Start here. And then go from there. They asked A'ja Wilson what it looks like for her in the off season. Let's take a listen what A'ja said what she'll be doing in the off season.
I was going to ask, like, what does the decompression, what does that look like for you? And how do you balance that versus kind of keeping that chip and leading into next season?
Man, I mean, even after winning the championships, I still give myself about a couple months just to like throw the basketball away. I don't watch it. I don't listen to it. I stay off of social media a little bit and just kind of take my mind just into the real world, dive into like touch some grass, breathe some air, play with my dogs. Those are things that I kind of just decompress in and just, yeah, remove myself. Because sometimes, like I said, you get caught up. Like the season drains you. It's exhausting. But sometimes you got to have time for yourself. So, yeah, I'm going to take some time to myself and just kick it.
Yeah, I would say the same. Take my son to the pool, just hang out with him, and go knock on Asia's door to see what she's doing.
Oh, gosh. I need to go to the movies.
Yeah.
Some new movies dropping. I heard Joker 2 was...
Uh,
But, yeah, I'll be in a movie theater. Check it out.
yeah, I mean, just you find.
Well, A'ja Wilson says she'll be attending movies in the off season. She wants to see new movies. I have a list of movies here that I think A'ja Wilson will probably be watching just to get her blood going and get her amped up for next season. Here's a list of movies here that she'll probably be watching. 12 Years a Slave. Glory. Rosewood. Django. Get Out. beloved Amistad, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, The Life Story, and Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Roots. That's the list of movies Asia Wilson will be tuned into this offseason to get her going for next season, baby. Pumped up. It has been a long road for me and my team, but we prevailed. And we rolling on the river. Said we're rolling. We rolling past the massa. Massa called for the season. Nobody gave a reason, but we prevailed and gave all our fight. But our season ended tonight, and we're rolling on the river. Seriously. Asia Wilson was listening to Django playlist on the way home. No, all jokes aside, I talk about Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson had she had a phenomenal season. All jokes aside, you have to respectfully give it to her. Asia Wilson had a phenomenal season. I just wish she wouldn't have jumped on the gift train. But she had a phenomenal season. Asia, you're going to get these jokes. You going to get these jokes. You got to take it, girl. You got to take it. You going to get these jokes, okay? But all jokes aside, Asia Wilson had a phenomenal season. She's had a phenomenal career. Seriously. So if everyone want to come at me and call me anti-black, she had a phenomenal season. Career as well, okay? Seriously. All right, Breanna Stewart had some words in the presser. So apparently, as you guys know, last season, Vegas put New York Liberty out of the they won. Excuse me. Vegas won over New York Liberty. I think it was like in game 5 of the finals. I'm not exactly sure the game, but and Breanna Stewart was facing some tough times last season, and Becky Hammon and the Aces squad during their parade was basically making fun of Breanna Stewart because Breanna Stewart played poorly last season finals. If you guys were tuned in, Breanna Stewart, I think, went 3 for 17. She was awful. Vegas ended up pulling off the win, but apparently Breanna Stewart was dealing with a loss in her family. So this is what Breanna Stewart had to say about winning this season. Let's take a look.
And was wiping away some tears. Can you give us a little more information on?
Yeah. It definitely was emotional, and I'll try not to get emotional, but Marta's my father-in-law, passed away last year, yesterday. So no matter what, it's a really tough time, and just the way that the series went last year, kind of going through all of that, and making sure that, this year is different, and continuing to, Marta and I talk about doing everything that her dad would want us to do, and we continue to do that. And I have receipts on the things that were said that, the entire team does, but for really my mentality today was to go in and get this win for my wife and her dad.
Oh, Stewie said she had receipts. And as I said, Becky Hammon made a comment during the March parade last year after the championship. She said something along the lines of 3 for 17. Mind you, I'm all for trash talk. I get it. So I'm not harping on, them talking trash. They were the 2 times champions, right? But I love that Breanna Stewart stood on it and she said, I had receipts. We all have receipts of everything y'all said, and they came back for revenge. So you guys laughed last season, and then this is how your season ended. Crying. That's the way the cookie crumble. All right. So, again, Vegas, they're done. They're out of here. I'll be honest, I think a lot of people were just done with the Aces this season. I mean, from everything that went on with the Aces, from the lawsuit with De'Erica Hamby and Becky Hammon sending her away because she wanted to reproduce with a man, to the other allegations of the illegal money. Then you have A'ja Wilson making all these weird comments. At one point, A'ja Wilson was crying in the press conference. Then it was Aces versus everybody. Everybody is against the Aces when they have the best whistle in the league. Then recently, A'ja Wilson, this video comes out about her. Then the ESPN article comes out. I've covered it. If you don't know about it, go watch my last video and the video before that. It has just been a lot with these Aces and this squad. And at this point, I really feel like people have just been like, get them out of here. Get them out. Seriously, and I'll be honest, I hope in the offseason, all jokes aside, I hope A'ja Wilson can get some help. She can sit on the big comfy couch and talk with a professional that can really explain to her that you can be an amazing player and not have to be the one that's talked about all the time. And that's what I genuinely hope. All jokes aside, that's what I genuinely hope. Rooting for her. Okay? Rooting for her. Get some help. Get everything you got to get. Oh, shop at W360.com. If you have not shopped at W360, go ahead and get your merch. The website will be restocked soon. If you don't see your size, come back in about 2 days. I'm going to restock the site again, okay? Alyssa Thomas and the Connecticut Sun, this Orange is the New Black team, has advanced to Game 5 in this series against the Minnesota Lynx, and this has me upset because Cheryl Reeve, why can't you lead your team to get Orange is the New Black out of here. Nobody wants to see Alyssa Thomas play. Okay? Thank God this isn't a 7-game series. Nobody wants to watch Alyssa Thomas play. Who wants to watch her bulldoze people over, shoot her shot? This Connecticut squad is unwatchable. They are. They're prison ball. This Orange is the New Black of the WNBA. Look at Alyssa Thomas. Look at Alyssa Thomas. Who wants to watch this? Who? Look at her shooting. And every game you watch, every single game you watch, they have to explain to you, hey, I know her shot looks weird. I know she looks stinky, but she's torn both her labrums and her shoulders, so that's why she has to shoot that way. Well, tell her to go get surgery or something. We have to be subjected to watch this. This team can't score. They're dirty. Alyssa Thomas is the dirtiest player in this league. I like Tawana Bonner a little bit. I'm guilty. I like Tawana Bonner. I do. But Alyssa Thomas gets all this credit for leading her team. She did this. She did that. I don't even think Alyssa Thomas is the best player on this squad. It's Ty Harris and Dejanay. But no one wants to watch Alyssa Thomas. Minnesota, please take care of business. Please. Who wants to watch them in the finals? Not a soul. Not one. But they ended up winning tonight, 92-82. And this is a defensive oriented team. So you're not going to get like a lot of nice highlights. It's not entertaining basketball. They run people over. Alyssa Thomas, if you don't know, is the one that clotheslined Angel Reese out the air. She set the dirty pick and knocked White Sheez's eardrum out. Like she's not enjoyable basketball at all. What's up, Miss Fins? Shelly A says, why doesn't she get her shoulders fixed? I don't know. But we should not be subjected to watching this. No one should have to watch you shoot like this and play. This is awful. Nobody. So I hope Minnesota take care of business tonight. It just looked like overall you have to admit Connecticut is a very, very physical team. They have the top defense in the league, but they can't score. They can't score. Who wants to watch them? Mind you, if you ask me, this finals, I hope, because again, I'm a WNBA fan. I cheer for them. Been cheering for them, watching since this tall, right? I don't think many people are going to tune into a Connecticut and New York Liberty finals. So the league need to do something. At least get Minnesota to the finals. And again, I don't even know if a lot of people will tune into a Minnesota and Connecticut or Minnesota and New York Liberty finals. I don't. But no one wants to watch Alyssa Thomas and Orange is the New Black in the finals. Nobody. They stink. Talk about bad basketball. My goodness. Ty Harris is the only watchable one on that team. That squad stinks. Nalissa Smith is being shipped off to China. Okay. You guys see it right here. China has officially, this team in China, Zhejiang, has announced they have officially signed American player Nalissa Smith. She's being shipped off to China, folks. Shipped off to go play. And let's take a look at how Nalissa Smith is preparing for her off-season or her overseas career. Let's look at how Nalissa Smith is preparing. There she is. That's it, folks. I'll play it again for you. There she is. Live and in color. Look at Nalissa Smith preparing for her tenure overseas. Look how hard she's working. She won't even wear her team's jersey. She won't even wear her team's jersey. This is... So there's Nalissa Smith. Again, the news was released that she's going to Washington in China to play. And that's how she's preparing to get better as a basketball player. She has on the team that eliminated her organization, her and her team, out of the playoffs. She's at their game. That's how she's preparing. I want Nalissa Smith out of my town. Out of my town, Nalissa. You don't see any other players doing this. How weird do you have to be, Nalissa? You go to the... I get it. I know. I get it. I get the whole thing that's going on with y'all. But you're at the game cheering on the team that ended your season? Where is your competitive spirit? You're getting ready to go to China overseas. You're getting ready to go play for Washington. You don't think you should be preparing? No. You're at Connecticut's game with their jersey on. Nalissa Smith is pathetic. Get her out of my town. Get her out of Indiana and keep her away. Can you imagine being a teammate of Nalissa Smith and seeing that? Let's just all be real here. Let's just all be real. Can you imagine being a teammate and seeing this? What are you thinking as her teammate right now, seeing this going viral on the internet? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Look at this. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I would tell her right now, get her out of my town. Get her out. So don't gaslight people when they say NaLyssa Smith was compromised in the playoffs. Look at her. Get her far away from my town. Send her somewhere else. I don't care where you send her. Send her somewhere else. This is weird. No one is saying that you have to, walk around in a fever warm-up jumpsuit every day after the season, but to have on the team's jersey that eliminated your team from the playoffs at the gate. NaLyssa Smith is pathetic. She's pathetic. Trade her away. And I don't even think she could be traded for a pack of gum. But release NaLyssa Smith immediately. Please. She can't be trusted. She's showing you where her mindset is. She's showing you. Get her out of my town. And let the door hit your hiney on the way out. Seriously. Get her out of my town. Last but not least, to wrap up, can you cover NaLyssa during her time in China, CJ? Caribbean Sunshine. That's a great question. That's a great question. I might download whatever software is necessary. Just watch what she's doing over there. Are you getting better? Are you getting faster, NaLyssa? Are you shooting above 50% at the free throw line? Do you care? Do you care? If not, ask to be released. NaLyssa, stay over there. Just stay out there. Don't come to the hottest team in the league and kill the vibe. That's my whole thing. Do what you want. If you just want to hoop and hump, if that's all you want to do is hoop and hump, then go to another squad. But I want her out of my town. Seriously. Last but not least, I can't remember if I covered this on the last episode or not, but everyone's favorite, Brittany Griner, has been announced as the latest player to be added to the Unrivaled League. Brittany Griner will be competing. So this is good because, at least she doesn't have to go back to Russia. She don't have to play in Russia. She can do her drugs safely here in America. And she can play in the Unrivaled League with Angel Reese, Natasha Cloud, and everyone else. That's all I'm saying. So if y'all care, Brittany, what's up, Bonnie? I see your comment. Hi, CJ. I love your China accent. What's up, Bonnie? Brittany Griner be playing in Unrivaled. So shout out to Nafisha Collier. And I think, who is it? Brianna Stewart that put this league together in the off season. So, the women can stay in America instead of having to go overseas and risk getting caught with their drugs and being held in a gulag. So she'll be here in America, folks. So if you're interested, make sure you check her out in the Unrivaled League, okay? Last but not least, I wanted to share this with everyone. I thought I put it on here. Man, I thought I put it on here. It's not on here then. I could have sworn I wanted to show y'all the last video of Angel Reese. I want to show y'all this last video of Angel Reese. Give me 1 second, folks, because y'all have to see this. I just want to show you Angel Reese and what she's up to in her off season. I could have sworn I put it on here. I don't have the time. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Y'all not gonna wait. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Man, have y'all seen Angel Reese in her off season? Actually, hold on. Give me one. It ain't the Chicago Bears. Loud 127 said, "Do it." Okay, give me 30 seconds. Let me see where this video at. Just what Angel Reese is up to in the off season. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Take a look at Angel Reese. What she's up to in the off season, okay?
My bitch a press a cut, little demon in the cut. You mean? Go raiding at the church.
I'm gonna play it again for everybody.
My bitch a press a cut, little demon in the cut. You mean? Go raiding at the church.
One more time.
My bitch a press a cut, little demon in the cut. You mean? Go raiding at the church.
That's Angel Reese. In the off season so far. And I don't have the energy to deal with Chicago Sky fans and all the Hotep men coming for me. You just jealous, Angel Reese. You this and that. You this and that. I just want to show y'all, you know, the content that Angel Reese is putting out on her platform. And you know, what she's up to. So yeah. At the football games, I don't care about that. I just, you know, I really, really would like Angel Reese to grow up. You know, she's in her early 20s, so I'm like, oh, she's a kid, you know. But when you put this type of content out, and then you turn around and say, I'm being sexualized, like people are sexualizing me on the internet, and I don't know why. I don't know why, who's in her ear. But putting this, does Angel Reese look like a basketball player to you? Does she look like a basketball player?
My bitch a press a cut, little demon in the cut. You mean? Go raiding at the church.
Angel Reese looks like a... I just hope somebody gets in her ear. That's all. I hope somebody gets in her ear. I didn't say anything. Don't come calling me anti-black and jealous and this and that. I just hope somebody gets in her ear. That's all. That's it. That's it. There's Angel Reese, folks. Terry Ross, don't get academic on us. There are a lot of 20-year-olds that don't act like that. There are a lot of 20-year-olds that act like that. Listen, there's a lot of these kids nowadays. I'm not the bitter person in their 30s that's like, these kids, this and that, these kids, this and that, this and that. But all I'm saying is, I want someone to get in Angel Reese's ear. Just get in her ear. You're a hooper. Or are you? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Trophy wife says, don't say it, CJ. I'm not. Nonetheless, Aces has been eliminated. Nalissa Smith has been shipped off to China. Okay. Connecticut's Sun and Alyssa Thomas, Orange is the New Black team, has advanced to Game 5 of the WNBA semifinals. So hopefully they're eliminated so we don't have to watch Alyssa Thomas and that squad. Okay? And Angel Reese is out here putting out her content. That's what it is. All right, Brittany Griner has been named the latest to the Unrivaled League. All right, we're going to wrap up there tonight. Do anyone have any questions tonight? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Someone said, Rhonda, you're funny. Noah says the Sun need to lose now. Lauren says AR is for OnlyFans. Leroy, hooping and humping. Kelly Mann says, who are you rooting for? I'll be honest, I don't have a dog in the fight in the semifinals or the finals. I'm hoping Minnesota pull it out because I cover the WNBA, so I will be watching the finals. I don't want to see Connecticut in the finals. I can't stomach another Alyssa Thomas game or that squad. I can't. So I'm hoping Minnesota pull it out. I just don't know if they can because Connecticut has a swarming defense. They're the top defensive team in the league. So I just don't know, but even with the Connecticut and New York finals or a Minnesota and New York finals, either one, I'll be honest, will be meh. The season ended tonight. This WNBA season ended tonight. It ended tonight. This was the finals here. New York Liberty and the Aces, that was the finals. This WNBA season is over. I think New York will probably end up pulling it out altogether. But this season ended tonight. I think everyone turned off their TVs. I'm being honest, and I say that as a fan of the WNBA, who has been watching, but these two teams are very, you don't have a star on either team, really. I mean, you have Naphesia Collier, but there's nothing really there between New York and Minnesota. You got New York. It's their time, but, you root for Sabrina Ionescu, but at the end of the day, so I don't know. I really feel like the season ended tonight. It did. I don't think that New York, and either team between Minnesota and Connecticut can give just a great series where like millions of people will be tuned in. I'll be shocked. I hope so, but I'll be shocked if millions of people tune into that series. Where are they picking? Lauren says, CJ, what 2 players can the Fever pick up to make a run next year? RC. You got Sato. I think that you have a lot of players as free agents this year. You have Sato. Actually, Kelsey Plum will be a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. Kelsey Plum will be a free agent. But I think they have to explore the free agent market. 2 players, I think Sato, and they really need to trade Nalissa and just get a better big. Natasha Howard, I think she's a good option. Natasha Howard would be a good option. Tina Charles would be a good option. I think she's a free agent this year. She'll be a good option. It has to be a vet. It has to be a veteran, a seasoned player and a veteran that can lead this squad. But I think before Indiana can get to like a championship contender team, it'll take at least 1 to 2 more years to just form like some seasoned veterans around them. So yeah. So what do you think about Lynn Dunn being fired? Kelly Mart says, what do you think about Lynn Dunn being fired? She wasn't fired. She was demoted. But I think it'll work out in Indiana Fever's favor. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also I think Indiana Fever, the first thing they have to do is get an enforcer on their team. Bring Liz Cambridge back. Bring Liz back. I don't care what she said to whoever. I don't care. Bring Liz back. You got to bring Liz back. Get someone along those lines. Seriously. Some more defense would be nice. I think they could bring Celeste Taylor back. Go ahead and bring her back. Bring Celeste Taylor back. Seriously. All right, guys. So the next game is Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday. The time is still to be determined. If I'm not mistaken, they haven't announced the next game yet. Yeah, it'll be Tuesday. Between Connecticut and Minnesota, that'll be game 5. They haven't announced the time yet. Follow me on Twitter, okay? Follow me on Twitter at the W360 _. The W360 _ We chatted up on Twitter, guys. Like, I love everyone that I follow that's following me. We literally have a really good time on Twitter. So make sure you're following me on Twitter. Make sure if you have not, shop the W360.com. Shop the W360.com. Again, I appreciate everyone's patience. Tonight, going to be getting some more orders out. But a lot of you should have received like your tracking information and notifications and things like that. Thank you to everyone that's hitting me and letting me know you've gotten your merch, you received your merch. Thank you for sending me pictures of yourselves in your merch. I love it. We do have mugs, we have hoodies, we have all of that coming, okay? So I really, really, really appreciate it. It's just the beginning. The shirt I'm wearing right now is Shut Your Pie Hole. Okay, you shut your pie hole. Shirt that's available on the site. You see it there, guys. Shop. I really appreciate everyone that has supported the show. If you can, if you cannot, I promise you I understand. Also, before I get out of here, I'm sending my thoughts and prayers to everyone in Florida affected by the hurricane. From my understanding, it's on the way to you guys. You know, if there's anything I can do to help any W360 supporter, please message me. If you are affected by the hurricane, I will do anything I can to help. I'm sure it'll be more than your government is doing. Yeah, I said it. Okay, so I don't care if we have to start something. If there are any supporters affected by the hurricane, my thoughts and prayers are with you. Message me if there's anything that, if you need some help, there's anything I could do, I will be happy to help and support you, okay? So, guys, if you are in the path of this new hurricane, please stay safe. Please, please, please try your best to stay safe. My thoughts and prayers are with you. If you've been affected by it or if you have family members affected by it, thoughts and prayers are with everyone. Okay? Thoughts and prayers are with everyone. Seriously. Miss Fans, you got to follow me, CJ. I follow you. I see you on Twitter. I know I follow you. If I don't, I'm about to follow you right now. If I don't, I thought I follow you. If not, that's on me. I'll follow you now. Other than that, yeah, if you're affected, email me. We will definitely see what we can do to help. Okay. Until next episode, peace and soul grease. Oh.